Now this next slide I like to humorously call the eighth wonder of the world. And this is a concept called compound interest, and the power concept of compound interest. If you take a look at this graphic, interest is like a snowball and it's rolling downhill, and with each turn that snowball gets greater momentum and gets bigger. Unfortunately, if you're running from the snowball, in other words, if it's debt, then that's compound interest working against you and working for the banks. That is really a very uncomfortable situation, and that's the problem that we have to fix here. The goal of New Success Path is to help you develop a cash flow engine so that you can move from the place where you're running from the snowball to where you're behind the snowball pushing it downhill. And that's a very comforting place to be. In my 5-year path, getting on the right side of the snowball is where it's at. A lot less stress, a lot more peace. So the concept that we're trying to get you to embrace and trying to get you to get excited about is taking that cash flow engine and getting rid of the debt, getting the pressure off, start pushing the snowball, and then use that cash flow engine to start acquiring income-producing assets to even help you push the snowball faster down the hill. Now there's several categories of the cash flow type of income-producing assets that are available to you. And I know it may seem like that you're never going to get there, but you're going to be using your engine to get yourself out of debt forever, but that's really not true. And even though you still have consumer debt that you're trying to erase with your cash flow engine, you can still be planning for what you're going to do once the debt's gone and you have that extra cash flow to get those income-producing assets. The next graph talks about 3 categories of status of getting your income-producing assets in line. The first, and by far the largest, is employee status. Almost all of us are in employee status. I was in employee status until I was 47 years old. It was only then that I moved into the small business and then business investor category. So when we talk about income-producing assets for employees, there'll be separate modules in this site that are designed primarily for employee assets where you can actually continue your job and develop these income-producing assets. The second category deals with small business and self-employed. With small business and self-employed, of course, one of the main assets you're building is your small business. By doing that, there are certain advantages and ways to develop additional income-producing streams of income over and above your regular profession. And then the third category has to deal with business owner and investor. And in that category, you pretty much have a wide range of income-producing assets to pick from, anywhere from the business itself to the business needing to rent space in an office that you own, anywhere from just developing office buildings, apartment complexes. You have all kinds of potential once you get into the business owner and investor category. So that's pretty much the first module and the overview on Anchor Your Financial Position.